Good morning from
San Juan, Puerto Rico.
I'm Bill.
I'm Carrie.
We're at KB Trex, and check this out right up there. Can you see it? The rainbow. Isn't that pretty? This is day
5. We've lost track now at this point.
6. Day 6. And today we're going to do our excursion in Puerto Rico. What is our excursion?
We are going to Casa de Bacardi, and then we're also doing a tour of Old San Juan City. Okay, cool. But first we're going to go hit up Cabanas for some breakfast. And remember, quick reminder that no food, perishables are allowed on shore unless they are prepackaged. Things like granola bars type things. So no bananas or fruit type items. So eat before you get off, otherwise it could be a long day. And also we got our bottle of water, so we're gonna go fill up with that, and we're gonna need our tickets and our key to the world card to get, and our ID to get off the ship, to get back on the ship. So anyway, ready for some breakfast, honey? Breakfast. It's a nice quiet morning on deck 11. Oh, they got a map up on Funnel Vision showing where we are. The yellow line has been some of our movement, so went to St. Kitts, and now it looks like today's supposed to be 88 and partly rainy, which kind of happens in this area, but it moves in quick and moves out quick. Light crowd at Cabanas this morning. For breakfast they had pastries and muffins, corned beef, potatoes, hashed browns, bacon, scrambled eggs, grilled tomato, ham, or that's turkey bacon, chicken sausage, like chocolate chip pancakes, regular pancakes, Mickey waffles. Well, here we have some toppings, eggs Benedict, poached eggs, another type of sausage, more Mickey waffles, pancakes. A lot of this kind of repeats. Here, if you want, you can get some smoked trout, salmon, gravlets, cucumber, sliced tomatoes, some breads, toppings, toast. On this side you got toppings for oatmeal and yogurt, sorted cereals, milks, sliced fruit. We're here more in the center. You get some cheeses, yogurt, full fruit. You're gonna get omelets made to order, fried eggs, omelets, or pastries, and Krispy Kreme donuts. And then, of course, with Cabanas, it'll repeat when you go down the other side. If you can't find a place to eat inside, there's also outside seating. And sometimes you can go to another deck. If not, you can go outside to the family pool area. Or you don't have to keep your plates here. You can go back to your stateroom if you really want. Alright, this may sound like one of those funny things that I'm saying, but other people might relate. In Cabanas, they got new silverware. The previous knives couldn't even cut butter. So you have no idea how thrilled I am to see this. It's the little things in life, people. Don't take them for granted. On breakfast, we have a nice view of San Juan as we start the dock here. How's your breakfast, honey? Good.
Yeah. Oh, it was fine. For Cabanas.
One thing, if you like eggs Benedict, don't expect a perfect poached egg.
No, more like a hard-boiled.
It's a hard-boiled egg. I mean, the flavor is still good. I like their hollandaise sauce. It still cracks me up every time you go to cut it in. It's you're basically just cutting into a hard-boiled egg.
Yeah. Well, we got about 15 minutes till excursion meets. We got to go to the Walt Disney Theater. First, we got to go and fill up our Buena Vista Theater. First, we got to go fill up our water bottle. I was an idiot. One thing we've been pretty lucky with on our stops, our port excursions, is we have been the only ship in dock on the
today.
But than the previous two, but St. Kitts and Antigua. But today, I think, what was it, 5?
We're one of 5, if I remember correctly.
One of 5 ships. So I'll be interested. But I wonder.
San Juan's gonna be busy.
Kind of wonder how it's going to be though, because like Empanadas was a lot lighter, so I'm assuming that there are fewer people going on excursions, at least on our cruise ships. I wonder if that's going to be the same on all the ships. Okay, we are right on time to check in for our excursion at the Buena Vista Theater. We're at Timon today.
Welcome to San Juan! Yeah! Our Timon group, you are doing Casa Bacardi and Old San Juan City Tour, adults only.
Adults only.
Rum lovers will enjoy a visit to this legendary rum distillery. Casa Bacardi is the largest rum distillery in the world and a favorite destination for those visiting Puerto Rico. You will board a trolley and travel to the Casa Bacardi Museum. Along the way, you will learn the history of the Bacardi family company and see how the Bacardi evolved from being a small rum manufacturer in Santiago de Cuba. Did I say that right? Sure. To become the best-selling spirit it is today. You will learn the stories.
Getting our first looks up close at Puerto Rico. Today's Paddle of Power, brought to you by Timon from the original Lion King. Well, as advertised, it is air conditioned. We are entering Bacardi.
Or to another place.
Drinks.
Drinks.
Got them ready for our tour. They gave us these wristbands so that we can get in. We're gonna go get a drink and then take a tour and then get another drink. All right, our tour guide gave us a couple of pint-sized glasses. And now we're gonna go into this building over here and get ourselves a free drink. And then another free drink at the end of the tour. Does anyone else see what I found at the Bacardi plant? I knew they were working together. Carrie wants to take a selfie. Okay, go ahead.
No, I want you in it.
Oh, you want me in it? Oh, okay.
I have T-Rex arms.
So we got off a tour bus. They gave us some glasses and drink tickets. Walked in and they gave us a pager that'll let us know when it's our turn to tour. In the meantime, we get to hang out in this
Pavilion.
Yeah, it's covered, and we can have our drink and just kind of relax for a few minutes before they call us or page us, whatever it is. They also have a couple games to occupy our time, like Cornhole. I'm not sure what this is. I think I've played this before. Is that what I thought it was? You know what it is? Leave a comment, because I'm just not certain. Our pager's going off. It's our turn to tour. Okay, we're getting ready to get on this tram as part of our tour.
The year 157, and after all the time, it is still completely family owned. This is our museum, the first building to the right. It's open on special occasions or when the family visits. Now we're gonna have a glimpse of the distillery. You start looking to the corner right. We got the brand new blending facility. It was constructed recently, and building it was known the Hercules project because it was built on 100% recycled concrete. With that amount of alcohol, we can produce 85% of the Bacardi rum sold around the world.
So this is sugar cane, and when they make molasses out of it, it is one of the main ingredients for rum. We are going to go into this museum as our first stop on our tour. Here is some of the molasses that they use, that they get from the sugar cane to make rum. This is Emilio, the founder of Bacardi, and throughout this room are photos of family members, Bacardi family, throughout the years, and photos of the building. I'm assuming that this is supposed to represent an old office. And here are some of the old bottles from previous generations. So after we watched the movie about the history of Bacardi, we came into this room, and this is supposed to describe the process. So it comes from water, and then they boil it, and it just goes through fermenting and barrel aging. So they use barrels to age the rum,
And something they said was if they age it for 8 years or less, they can reuse the barrels. But if they age the rum for 8 years or more, they will not reuse the barrels because of flavoring. What are we learning?
I'm smelling rum.
You're smelling rum?
I'm smelling rum.
How so? Show me. What was that?
You go over here and it tells you what kind of rum it is.
Okay.
So this is the 8 year. And then you smell it.
Okay, what does it smell like?
It smells like Bacardi.
Wow, okay. Do they all smell like, oh, do they all smell the same?
You smell, no, they all smell different.
Okay. Okay. So this one's Bacardi Gold. So here are some of those rums that you're smelling. So I smelled the Gold and the Superior and the Rare Reserve here. This room is designed to look like the 1920s. And we come to Carey's favorite port of any tour, shopping. And you can get all kinds of rum here. They have rum cake,
Rum balls.
rum balls,
And
rum packages. Got glasses. Those are $9.50. Dominoes. The tour guy was saying that this Bacardi rum is only available at this location. It's not available anywhere else in the world but here in their gift shop. It's $160, not including tax. You can also get shakers, some other pint-sized glasses, and shot glasses, or esque, not quite shot glasses. These are $4. What did Carrie find?
Christmas ornament.
She found her ornament. Wow. So here are the rums that they offer. Something that our tour guide said is you can tell how old it's been in the barrel because it gets darker as they aged. So right here, 1 to 2 years. This is like 4, and then it goes to that. Here's 4 years here, 8, 10, and so forth. So Carrie told me to go on back to the main building. Oh, there it is. You know what? I could take the trolley, I could walk. I think I'm just gonna walk. It's a beautiful day. Might as well check out the grounds here a little bit on the way. I'm making my way back to the Welcome Center. I got my tickets in hand, and I'm gonna get Carrie and I a drink. Part of the tour, we got a complimentary cocktail. I'm trying the Bacardi Sunrise, and Carrie's getting the mojito. You can also upgrade. Finished the tour, had a very interesting, and then we got our free drinks. Woo! I don't get one. Carrie's double fisting.
Yep.
But unfortunately, we were in line for so long to get our drinks. We now have to make a beeline for the bus. But we already went through the gift shop and everything, so there really isn't anything else to see. But we got to get these down. Yeah, cheers. Got to get these down far enough before the bus starts moving. Otherwise, we don't want to spill anything. All right, back on the bus. Hey, that's mine.
Give me a drink. I'm gonna start drinking it.
Mine. What do you think of the Bacardi tour?
Lots of fun. I can get behind a tour that gives me drinks at the end.
Can't we all?
And at the beginning.
If they only just had a spot in the middle.
Right.
It'd be perfect.
Right. It would be a perfect tour.
Our Senate and our chamber, well, legislative assembly works here, supposed to work.
Where are we?
We are at the Castillo de San Felipe del Moro.
What she said. It's a historic fort here in Puerto Rico. It is part of the National Historic Site. Cool. I didn't know we were going to be seeing so many forts in this trip.
The fortress that was built in 1634. and took 150 years to be finished.
Near the front door as we walk in is a model of the fort when it was entirely completed. It's expansive. I think she said it was 4 miles of walls. Hey, one of the first rooms, there's this case, and it has models of Columbus's 3 ships. And there's a 16th century suit of armor. I believe she said it was left behind by the Spanish when they came to Puerto Rico. We're walking up some steps and they cut into the floor for the fort, and you can see how thick this is. This is, I don't know, 5 feet thick or so. And of course this concrete is new. Just interesting, you can see the rebarb that they've used to help with the support.
It started raining.
So we're changing the tour?
Yeah, so we're going downstairs as opposed to upstairs, I think.
Okay.
Going through this tunnel and going to reach La Salida. This was
Look at this tunnel. See the light at the end of it. Our tour guide said that this is a steep incline. She's saying, imagine troops having to push the cannons up these to try to get position in case there was an attack. As we're coming up the top here to this courtyard, you can just see how hard it's raining. Wow. Coming down pretty good now. This is the main plaza, level 1. These are just some of the rooms in the fort that they've made into part of the museum. You can hear the thunder. Strong storm moved in. Just check the radar, but it should just be passing us real quick like. There's a view out one of the windows from the fort over the ocean. Here's a aerial photo of the fort today. It's not quite the size of the model that they had in the main lobby when we came in. This is where we parked the van, the coach. We walked up the path here. Here's the entrance. So I think we are back over here. In the middle of the, I shouldn't say in the middle, but off of the courtyard, they have a library or a gift shop. And Carrie found ornaments. Ooh, kind of like this one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that before. A lot of standard gift shop type things, postcards, maps of San Juan and of the island, and ornaments, mugs, local products like candies. Looks like the rain might have slowed down significantly. Hey Birdie. Hi Birdie. Oh, here's the Guardhouse. If I understand this right, this is the original entrance to the fort. It's quite the incline to get up here, and some pretty good sized doors. Stepping out over here, you can see, look over the ocean. You know, stepping over this way, you can see there are, oh, there's the Fantasy and another cruise ship.
We're going upstairs, but I don't know what's up there.
Well, I don't expect you to know what's up there until we get up there. There's another steep incline. I think they're all slippery with wet. Up at the top, open area with ports where they could take the fence, where they could put cannons or riflemen. Gonna take a look through one of these and You can see how vast this fort is. Covers a lot of ground. If I'm right here, this is the path we walked up from our bus to get in, and then the ground just go past that. And then this building here is the Capitol building for the island. What you think?
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's quite the view here. See that storm front that passed over a few minutes ago. Oh, big step we had to get up here. You okay, hun?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know about me though. Those are pretty high steps. There's this tunnel here. Gonna go walk down there to see what's in here. This looks like a great place just to look to see. Oh wow, this is beautiful. And that tunnel at the end of it may have been my most favorite view I've seen of the island so far. And the sound of the ocean just crashed. It was so strong there. I hope the camera picked it up. It was amazing. I was waiting in line for a view to get a photo, but there was just such a line. And apparently the rest of the tour group got ahead of me, including Carrie. So I guess I should go find them. Don't want to get left behind again. We are gonna head back down, and this is really steep, so take advantage of these handrailings. And now we're back in that courtyard. So I made a little bit of a loop. That's a symbol for explosives. In this room they use for storage.
The rule that Spanish soldiers used to put explosives, and in case enemies were coming, they were able to go part of the fortress and not the main quarter that is it.
So they believe these drawings were made possibly by a prisoner or an officer. I'm not sure when, but they preserve these behind this glass. But they're just such incredible detail into the designs and drawings. Oh, Bill, always playing catch up. So on the tour, we originally were supposed to come through this building here, but it was raining so hard that we took an alternate route to get in here. But then after we came in there, we were going to go through these courtyards. We were originally going to go through these tunnels first, but everything's kind of out of order. But those tunnels is where the, I just showed you, where the prisoner, possibly prisoner or officer who drew those ships were. Now the courtyard area, it looks like they now use a lot of it as parking for staff. You just see how high these walls are. So we were just up there a few minutes ago, up all this area here, and now in the courtyard that we're looking over, and there's the Atlantic Ocean. You just kind of see a big view here of the ocean and the fort. Just so expansive this is. They call this spot down here the Devil's Sentry Box, and part of that was because they would find officers' clothing in their musket, but no officer, and so it was supposed to be the work of the devil. Eventually, they found out that that the soldiers were abandoning their post, and they would just leave their stuff there, but it would scare people from wanting to go down there. So there's another gift shop kind of near where we came in, but it's also the same things that were in the first gift shop off of the main courtyard. We are finishing up at the fort, and on our tour they gave us the option. We could either take our bus back to the ship, or we could just walk back and we could hit up whatever shopping or restaurants, whatever the case is, on the way. It is about quarter till 2. We have not had lunch yet. What do you think, hon?
Shopping.
We're gonna go shopping. Okay, so we are gonna go with the option to walk back to the ship. It's about 15 minutes according to my GPS from here back to the ship. And we'll just find something along the way to eat as well.
Yep.
We are opting for the walk back to the ship. We're gonna try to find something for lunch on the way. The hardest part for me was I went onto the bus to get our few things that we had left. They let us leave on, so we'd have to carry it through the fort. And just the feeling of that air conditioning, because it's nice, but it's humid here. I mean, it's not so much the heat, it's humidity right now, particularly after that storm that moved through. So, Carrie wants to go find these umbrellas. This building off to my left is the governor's residence. And the government building, the Capitol building, is only a few blocks away. So that's a good proximity for him, or her, actually right now. Across from the governor's residence is this courtyard or statue, and around here are vendors selling their goods. We're trying to find the
Umbrella path, which I never heard of it before, but supposedly it is this way. We're getting in some walking, getting in our steps up an incline. We haven't done that yet today. No.
But we're starting to get a nice view out of it. As I turn around, I should have just gone the other way. There we go. Starting to get a view. Pretty. Came across the San Juan National Historic Site here, which looks like it's going to be a very nice view. There are the cruise ships. Just going to do a little pan here.
This is the umbrella path. So they change out the umbrellas depending on certain events, things. Right now they've got, looks like it's something for infants.
Now this is very pretty. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can go through because of these barricades here. I'm not sure why, but it's still pretty. Nice a view here walking down the streets. A little different than what we're accustomed to, but it's still neat against all the shops. Some of the building designs here kind of remind me of New Orleans a little bit. We're hungry, but we're not sure what we're in the mood for, and it's kind of hard to read some of the menus because my Spanish is Taco Bell, and Carrie's Spanish is...
Very limited. I haven't spoken Spanish in almost 20 years.
So 5th grade.
Yeah, not that.
4th grade. So we're just trying to see what we come across that sounds good. We might have just gone back to the ship and getting a pizza.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel shady or anything. We've explained it.
A restaurant was recommended to us, so we finally found the restaurant. Oh, jeez.
Punto de Vista Restaurant and Bar, and it's on the rooftop. Just getting out of lunch at
The Punto de Vista Rooftop Restaurant.
What'd you think?
I really liked mine. I just got fish tacos, but they came with this like mango salsa sauce. It was so good I actually asked for a side of it to dip my tacos into.
And we also started with empanada sampler.
Empanadas, I love empanadas, and they're not like the real traditional ones, obviously. Can't really get that well at home, so they were good.
Yeah, they were three different types of filling.
Yeah.
And then I had
You had the picadillo.
So it was kind of like a flavored beef, and then it came with some white rice, and then I got a side of red beans, and I just mixed it all together, and it was pretty good. But we are trying to make our way back to port because we got to get back on the ship. Wah wah. And Carrie keeps having the coughs.
I have something stuck in my throat.
Hey, we found our way back to port and the base of the Fantasy. Hey, there's home.
Yes.
Made it back. So that's going to do it for our day at Puerto Rico.
In San Juan.
Yeah, we had a nice excursion. First went to Bacardi.
Yes.
What'd you think?
Anytime I can get free drinks, I'm good. Granted, they weren't necessarily free. They were including the price of admission, but still, I liked my mojito.
Yeah, it was still interesting to go.
Yeah, it was kind of nice to learn a little history.
And then we went to?
We went to the fort that I can't remember its name off the top of my head. Insert fort here.
Yeah, but it's a national park, and so it was still interesting.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
You can actually see it.
Oh,
There.
oh, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put that shot in.
Yeah.
Now, right there. So, but that was kind of interesting. I kind of like history, but I'm not a huge historian, so I kind of get mixed up on a lot of my facts, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But no, that was still kind of cool. And then we just walked around. We found the
umbrella street
and found some lunch, and that was a good day.
It was a lot of fun.
Good port. But that's gonna do it for this video.
We're gonna get back on the ship, and yeah.
That's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you watching. Please give us a like if you like the video and subscribe so we know we're out there.
Give us a like even if you didn't like the video. Please, please. I'm begging.
It gives her an excuse to get away. Right?
I need a vacation again already.
From vacation. And thanks for joining. I'm Bill.
I'm Gary.
And you've been watching KB Treks. We hope you join us next time. Good luck and have fun.
See ya.